Let's get this thing started here. There. Got her figured out. Stupid thing. Just gotta get my chat. Oh, see, of course I screwed it all up already. Done lost my chat window. This is what happens. Everything works perfectly, and then as soon as you go live, it goes all fucky. I've learned I shouldn't go live, or I shouldn't play with it. I should just go live right away, because it always works at the beginning before I play with too many things. What am I looking for here? I don't know why the chat box wasn't up. There, I don't know. I don't really care. I'll be able to see it from the YouTube section, I guess, once I get over to there. And then I'll start listing, hopefully. There we go. Okay, I think we're good now. I think we're good now, other than I gotta like grab things to actually list here. How are the few people that are likely watching? That's not supposed to be in there. Oh, I got lots to look up and lots to list. Once I get comfortable in this damn chair. I should have made myself another coffee, but I did not. This will be fun to try and type with a mic in front of me too. I wonder why. Oh, whatever. No, I'm just being picky. It should be popping up on the video, but it's not. I'm supposed to have a chat box here, but that doesn't want to work, so I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll just carry on here. What am I listing first? Video games. I got Spiral. Oh god, that's broken. But I think this, yeah. I have a bunch of games I'm going to have to put in the buff pile. Look at that. That is not, I don't know if it's going to pick it up, but that is not going to scan well. It is chilly here too, Tracy. It's very cold. I got the wood stove going though, so it's warm in the house. Okay, that one probably needs a buff too. I think both these needed buffs. Ooh, yep. There's another one. So, those aren't getting listed today. Those can get put in the buff pile. I'll start right over there. All right. David Lee, how are you? As per your request, Tracy, I'm doing another live show. I'm gonna try to start doing them every kind of Wednesday late afternoon. Won't be anything exciting, just listing. Well, the next one might be testing and fixing a couple Game Boys here. Oh, mayonnaise. All right, let's actually get to listing here. Those freaking games are way too scratched. First one is not even going to be worth listing, but we'll list it. Madden 99. Oh, yeah, it's a nice clean disc. There you go. Madden 99 for the PS1. We should play Guess the Price. What does everyone think? There goes things falling on me. What does everyone think Madden 99 is going to go for on the PS1? I got pine needles. Man, we got a live tree this year for Christmas, which is great and everything. You know, live tree makes the house smell good. Hey, look, the chat box is finally working. Makes the house smell good and everything. My God, when we removed it, when you add the wood stove into this equation, that tree sucked water and dried out so damn fast. Like, oh, it was bad. So, yeah, I'll probably still get another. Is that working? Yep. I'll probably still get another live tree next year. But, yeah, it was nuts. It went out the front door, too, and it lost every leaf. It'll make a good fire, though. Thank you, Tracy. Woohoo! $3, $9.99, $5. Just copy this guy's right here. Do $9.95. Free ship. 2 minutes. There it is. This is all part of a big auction lot I got. I've listed through most of it now, but I got a huge. I don't remember what I spent, around the $300-400 mark for a big auction lot of video games. Mostly video games. All came off high bid. I'll worry about the SK later because I don't know what bin I'm gonna put it in. So what I do now, I used to have a bin beside me, but I keep most of my video games in the bar room behind me. So I'll make a bunch of drafts, and then as I take pictures and then I go to put it in, I just write down whatever the bin's gonna be, and then when I upload the photos I add the SKU. Then gotta do my copy paste here. I like doing these live hangouts, but it makes me list a little slower. That's for sure. No, I haven't done a real tree, Tracy, in years. The only reason I did a real tree was basically because the kid, little Evan, wanted him to have a real tree. He liked it. He got a kick out of it. Sure. Done. What do I got next here? Dark Void. Didn't I make? Yeah, I did make one for that already. I thought I did. Resistance 3, PS3, sealed game. Also got it now that I'm going to start trying to stream on Wednesday. I got to remember to actually set up the event early before I actually go live so people can see it. Really? Oh, that's Resistance 2. PS3 sealed games are jumping up that much too. That's pretty wild. Isn't even a Resistance. There's a Resistance 3. $38, eh? That one's got launchers too. If it was an older game, it's a nice, perfect seal. I'd send it in to be graded. Yep, it most certainly did. If you guys ever find sealed games, you might want to put Y seal in the title. I don't know if it's going to pick it up. Y seal on PS3 games because it looks like a Y and that goes straight down. Same with that side. I think PS2 games are the same. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to get $34 for Resistance 3. Well, 26, I guess. I think we're in a weird collecting bubble with 2020. I don't know how long it's going to last, but this very much reminds me of the 90s when like everything was a collectible. They had collector sets for everything under the sun. It didn't matter what it was. You could get the limited edition collector set, and like 90% of that stuff from the 90s, they mass produced it so much that it's not really worth anything anymore. I mean, there's a few things, but a lot of it isn't. And I wonder if we're going to run that way now again, because I mean history repeats itself, because I see people spending thousands of dollars on like newer sealed games and keeping them sealed in hopes of them bringing a profit later, but I think too many people are doing that now, so I think the market's going to get flooded with the majority of it. There's always going to be that unique rare game that no matter what the circumstances, or rare comic or card or whatever it may be, that'll be worth money. But I think we're going to see the same thing happen with Pokemon too. Guys are like my age and older are going to Walmart and they're spending $2-3 grand and they're clearing the shelves on Pokemon and they're all sitting on it. They're not even opening it. Some are because it's the new trendy thing, and I think there's going to be too much of it 15-20 years from now for it to really retain that value. Just my random thought and opinion on that. I'll certainly sell it though if I can make money on it. The Pokemon bubble though I think is going to drop a bit. The video games are already starting to level off a little bit. I find some of the games that were way up there during COVID are starting to go down a bit. Yeah, I don't know why people are getting into collecting again. Some people from an investment standpoint, I don't know if people are just bored at home and they need something to do. You can't go anywhere, play sports, or go to restaurants, so I guess you just collect and then you feel nostalgic and you collect your childhood. I guess. Spelled that wrong. Go cheap on it. Didn't pay very much for it. Oh, this seal's got, is that tape or is that a seal issue? No, that's the seal starting to break open. So from like a grading standpoint, that's not great. But next one is Genji, I guess. Genji, Days of the Blade. Dave, how are you, David? How's the weather out your neck of the woods? Probably rainy, I would assume. Collecting is fun, blah, blah, blah. Not for investing. I don't like things that don't produce income, just my opinion. I agree with you there. I think if you're looking at collecting from an investment standpoint, that's pretty risky unless you're investing in like really heavy hitter items. I mean, once you get into like those heritage auctions and guys are dropping 10, 15 grand on sealed, graded, you know, original NES games and first edition comics from the 50s and 60s. I think from an investment standpoint, from that aspect, or like art, I think you're pretty safe to sit on that kind of stuff. But I mean, as far as collecting goes, like that big collection behind me, you know, I mean, I guess I would make money on it. It's a poor example because most of the stuff I buy in lots. I keep the odd game I like, I sell the rest, I make a profit. So really it didn't cost me anything. But I mean, to go out and build a collection like that, or to buy these Pokemon cards in bulk, yeah, I don't think you're gonna make any money for the most part. It's short-term investing, sure, especially at the Pokemon craze. If you can pick up certain packs before they sell out, kind of just like scalping, right? And you can flip them, that's great. Or if you can hold them for half a year to a year and a half when they're out of stock and they're out of print, and you know they're not going to print certain copies anymore. I think from that standpoint, if you get in when it's hot, but then you're just kind of talking quick flips and investments, I guess. Just my opinion. But yeah, collecting should be for fun. I actually bought a couple packs of Pokemon and opened them up just to see, because it is all the hype. One of those Vivid Voltage booster boxes, the Pikachu ones. And I pulled a $80 card out. Pikachu Fat Max, not the rainbow one. And what the hell was the other one? A secret rare. And anyways, I'm technically, I could sell all those and make more money than I paid off a brand new box, which is cool. But that's not always the case. That's like buying a lottery ticket. Buying a pack of Pokemon cards? Pack of Pokemon cards. It's like buying a lottery ticket. You might win, you might just get nothing. I'm so distracted here. Only the second frickin' listing. Third listing. 21, 38, 190. What? Sure, bud. You can sit on it for 20 more years. Jeez Louise. Like collecting money. Actually, there's a safe thing to invest in, not like money itself, because I mean, if you sit on 10 grand right now, 20 years from now, that 10 grand will get you less than it'll get you right now, unless we have like a huge economic fallout. But I think silver bullion, gold bullion, silver gold's pretty safe. And I think old coins are pretty safe to collect. But money itself, I don't like collecting money. I don't like sitting on money because it doesn't do anything for me. Like I have a high interest savings account I keep some in, but it's pretty minimal. It had like a promotion for a year where you got like 1.9 or 2% or something on the money in there, so that was nice. And then Canada, we have tax-free savings accounts where you don't pay tax, and you get a little bit, you don't pay tax on the capital gains of your tax-free savings account, and you can use that to buy into stocks and bonds. But mostly my extra income that's not needed for putting back into eBay to buy more inventory, supplies, all that good stuff, just operational costs, or into the house for bills. I'll try to buy silver and gold. That's kind of my retirement plan, I guess. That's what I sit on. I don't buy silver and gold stock either. I buy actual hard good silver and gold because here in Canada, I don't pay tax on capital gains when I sell silver or gold, unless I own like stocks and bonds for silver. Then I would. So I don't do it that way, and the bank always tries to get me to buy stocks in it instead. Is there any seal to this that's sold? No. Whatever, I guess we'll try for like, I'm going to do $24.95. Oh, I did it on the wrong one. Damn it. There we go. All the loud trucks driving by. Select. And even sitting on gold and silver, it's still a risk. Goes up and down. I mean, it's going steadily up, but you never know. Brand new. Sony is the publisher. Team. Pretty sure they're printed in the States. That's what I'm going to put. I don't want free shipping. It's free in Canada, but not the States. The odd time I do put free shipping, I always get messages. Yeah, silver and gold's a pretty safe one. I mean, any investment ever is obviously, there is always some factor or risk, but it doesn't matter what you do. I mean, walking outside, you have a risk of dying, so there's a million things that could happen. Yeah, I stick to silver and gold's pretty good. And then I do have 4 different video games that I keep locked up. One of which is like $1,200. It's Earthbound. It's complete in box for the SNES. It's just mint, beautiful copy. And then I have Earthworm Jim Special Edition. I have an open copy, and I have a sealed copy. Open copy, about $400 Canadian. Sealed copy, I don't know, I've never seen one for sale. I can probably get a couple of $1,000s for it. I'm gonna get it graded and just sit on it as well. And that's about it. MER index funds is my choice. Yeah, that's not bad either. All these soldering cases are broken. Never ever fails. Soldering cases. Ooh, that one's not bad. Hey, one's not. Now I gotta go check if I got a broken Sega CD or soldering case. Is this one cracked at all? No, she's clean. Sega soldering games, or Sega CD games for that matter. Normally you guys don't probably pick up sports games, and normally I would tell you not to, other than, you know, certain NCAA games for PS2, PS3, stuff like that. But when you find sports games that are Sega Saturn, Sega CD, usually grab them. They are never worth less than like $10-15. And then if you get them with really good cases, people will give you $10 just for the case, because these things break so easily. So this one, I'm gonna really quickly run behind me and see if I have a broken or cracked Sega CD or Sega Saturn case, so that I can swap it out with that nice one. That's how I keep my collection nice. Yeah, I love Sega CD, Sega Saturn games. They're actually like, they were one of my favorite to collect for. I sold a bunch off. There's one with a broken case, so I'll swap out Virtual Fighter. Like collecting for them, like buying them, like selling them. Anything Sega Saturn. Sega Saturn's crazy. Values for Sega Saturn and Sega CD games in the last year. I mean, everything from COVID has gone up in price, but Sega CD, Sega Saturn launched up in price. PS2 has really started to come up. Surprisingly, original Xbox has not come up much in value, and I'm surprised about that because of the backwards compatibility. There's a bunch of games you can play on, oops, I forgot to take the other artwork out, on Sega Saturn that I'm losing my train of thought here. Sorry, I'm taking this apart. So the back of these, they pop out really easy, just like this. But yeah, PS2, everything's been going through the roof. Sega Saturn, Sega CD games, though, I got games that have like tripled in the past year in price. So these, I should show you how they pop out, but literally, I don't want to break this case though. They come out super easy. Just give it a little pull, and they'll just pop right out. And that's how you swap the back art. Always like finding cheap sports games for these consoles, just for the cases. I don't want to break anything here. I'm trying to be gentle. Make sure I got it the right way. I do not. Almost put that in upside down. Sorry guys, it's probably kind of loud with the mic, me slamming this all around. Trying to get her all back in without damaging the artwork. There we go. Where's this Saturn? That's FIFA. Virtual Fighter 2 in there. Hey Boondock, how are ya? Come on, get in there. There. Now I got my fresh pack in my collection that's not all broken and cracked. I don't know where to put it. Behind me for now. I'll put this one back together. Because it's just a crappy sports game. Then I'm going to list these Saturn games in a lot, I think. I don't think any of them are worth very much. We got, for Sega Saturn, we got FIFA Soccer 97. Then we got Sega Sports World Soccer and FIFA 96. I'm actually going to look up the World Soccer quick. I don't think this is the rare one. Memory serves me correctly, but I'm going to have a peek. Likely, though, they're all just 3 are going to go in a lot. Worldwide Soccer. 31. That's not the same game. It's FIFA 98. There's World Soccer. $25 with a cracked case. Oh, $7. You found a Saturn last year, 40-ish complete games, and I think I sold most of them to Canada. Yeah, I don't. So it's funny because each town's a little different. So I can go to a couple video game stores closer to Mississauga, Toronto area, and Buddy always gives me deals. Oh, my belt is way too tight. Buddy always gives me deals on Sega Saturn and Sega CD stuff, or Sega Genesis stuff, because he can't sell it out there unless he puts it online. He can only sell Nintendo. But then, like, here in London, in my area, Nintendo's pretty big, but Sega just gone right away. Goes so quick. I don't know why. So, alright, well, I guess I'm going to list these separately because Sega Worldwide Soccer, God, I'm uncomfortable. I need a GoFundMe for a fucking new chair. Good lord, that's my next big purchase, is a new chair. 35 free ship. Yeah. 2017 chip. It's not 97. There it is. 95. How I missed the 90s. That's a good find. It's hard enough. Like I said, it's hard enough just to find a Sega Saturn game, let alone a bunch of them. And usually when I find them, I gotta pay up for them. There we go. Video games. Sega Saturn. Really have a normally I copy paste from my game conditions, but I don't really have one for cracked things like this. This is so hard to type with a mic in front of me. If you can't tell. Oh, good lord. Move the mic a little bit. Should still be able to pick me up. It's a pretty sensitive mic. Anyone else sick of all the item recommendations that they give you when you look on your phone? Jesus, I think I'm in the 200s now. Craziness. Grams. Save his draft. $40, eh? For that price, I wouldn't even like bother testing it or anything. Sometimes they just, yep, $40 done. Here's your money. $7 more controllers to test too. Good lord. I don't find the the old controllers messing up too much. I usually have pretty good luck with Genesis and Saturn and Dreamcast controllers. I have NES controllers fail on me a lot, and usually that's just a broken cord because they wrap the cord too tight around the controller too many times. Super Nintendo's, occasionally the D-pad has failed. PlayStation 2 controllers on a regular are dying, so I don't know what it is about them, but over half the ones I find now have some sort of issue, whether one of the buttons stops functioning, whatever it may be, but they break all the time. Original Xbox controllers so far I've been pretty good with. PlayStation 3, not too bad. Xbox 360 controllers, I've gone through a lot of those with them not working. Same with Wii controllers not powering on. PS4 controllers, the thumbsticks, keep going on them. And then Xbox One controllers, I've had a lot with broken triggers, left and right bumper triggers. Quality control isn't the same as it used to be. Shouldn't even be looking all these up. Kind of already know what I'm going to list this for. Yeah, do $21.95. Yeah, the funny thing about those Sony VR, so they just used to be the Sony Move controllers for the Sony camera. And I remember probably 6-7 years ago now, like when PS4 was just coming out, PS3 was still sort of a thing. You'd be lucky to get like $6-7 for those things. Couldn't sell them. I had a box full of them, and then got a PS4 VR set for really cheap. Was playing around with it. Only have 2 Move controllers and one stopped working, so I go to get another one. Had no idea the prices jumped. Makes sense now that the VR uses those Move controllers, so they're a nice little thing to grab when you do find them, but damn things. I don't want to pay what people want to sell them for right now. I know they have the actual PS4 ones too, the little bit fancier, the VR ones. Really? During the item specific fiasco last summer, eBay didn't let me list an air impact gun because I didn't put a voltage rating on it. That makes sense. Oh my gosh. The things that eBay will do to you sometimes. Oops. Mine are all recommended. They're not like the I think they're all recommended. I don't think there's any that I need to do right away that are pressing. Let's see. eBay. Can't find my app. 204 ad recommended item specifics. Just a little bit there. I don't know if that camera's going to focus. Yeah, it's different how we go. This is not how slow I normally list. I'm sitting here being distracted, talking to you guys. Normally what I do, is I have everything over here and I just copy paste my game conditions and I bang through listings pretty quick. I don't put a lot of specifics though. Speed up. Come on, load. Save as draft. I like to save them all as a draft too because once I'm done taking all the pictures, my camera syncs to my phone and it auto uploads them on my phone, so I can finish my listings here on the computer if I want, or if I'm out and about with my wife and she's driving or anything like that. I can still get listings done. I try to do 15 to 20 drafts a day. I don't always get all those listed, but so sometimes it builds up to more. That's how I do her. Ah, I see what you're saying. Oh, I'm probably going to make errors and have spelling mistakes. My spelling already, to be honest, is atrocious. ADD, and I'm dyslexic, so I didn't put the year for that one. School was fun. I think I typed 96 already. Fuck me, I made one for 96, didn't I? Nope, I didn't, but I was looking up 96. See, things like that. Whatever, I'm going to list this one for the same price. I was going to do a lot, but not anymore. Good old Sega. See what I mean? Sports games, like, they're not tons of money, but $20 for a freaking sports game. My absolute favorite video game? Oh, God, that's a hard one to tell you. I don't know. PC game? Probably my desk, the original StarCraft on PC from a nostalgic standpoint. And that was the first game when I was a kid that, like, I really sunk hours into, and it was my first experience with online gaming, and I really quite enjoyed it. That and I don't know, I guess maybe that for PC game. But that and Warcraft 2, not like this World of Warcraft, but Warcraft 2 I was really into as a kid. Those two are up there pretty high. I don't know my favorite. It's a hard question. Probably Duke Nukem 3D, honestly. I started off a PC gamer, and I have that across all the platforms. So for PC, I'd say StarCraft or Duke Nukem 3D. And then console, I would have to say, oh, God, I don't know. Probably, it's a cliche, but probably like Final Fantasy VII on PS1. And PS4, probably Nier Automata. That game blew my mind. It was wild. That or The Last of Us. It's hard, man. I don't know. I can give you my top 5. The first Last of Us, Nier Automata, Wings of War for the Sega Genesis, and then Duke Nukem 3D and StarCraft, the original, for PC. It's about as low as I can get them. I don't know past that. Yes, I've played Civilization. I've spent hours and hours playing that game. A lot of people don't know that about ADD. They assume you bounce all over the place, which I do. I'm all over the map and easily distracted. But video games, I can think a lot. I can get sucked into a video game really easy. Or if it's something I really like, I will put all my time into it and tune everything else out. It's weird. Or I'll get an idea in my head. Casey will tell you this, my wife, and I'm super impulsive. I gotta do it. Like, I have to. Come hell or high water, I'm gonna make it happen. And I am fucking miserable if I can't make it happen. Which it's good. It's a blessing and a curse at the same time. Because when I get that sort of addiction to do something, and it's something that's, positive or makes money or creative, then it's great. But sometimes that's not the case. I've had to really learn how to control my spending through the years because I became very impulsive with buying things. Auctions are terrible for me to go to. I'm actually good at auctions now. I kind of know my price, and when it's on high bid, I set my highest price, and that's it, and then I leave it. If I get outbid, I get outbid. It's fine. See the photos. One of these days I'll get better at typing around a microphone. Like The Last of Us. Hey, Noah B, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I like that. The Last of Us was one of those. I hadn't liked a game like that in a long time. Like, I loved PlayStation 2 and everything. But I would say Sega Genesis I was really into. PS1, I rocked all the Resident Evils, and I sunk a ton of time into Final Fantasies. And that was like the games that the Final Fantasies blew my mind. I loved them. PS2 came out. It was cool, but I was in high school, so I would play some co-op games with buddies, and I'd play a lot of Gran Turismo. But other than that, I was interested in girls and going to parties and just hanging out with buddies. And I would only play video games when there wasn't much going on. PS3 hit, I got really into online gaming again, playing Call of Duty, and then played The Last of Us, and it just, like, right back to like being a kid. I got sucked right into that game. Loved every minute of it. I already did this. And then didn't like any games like that again until that Nier Automata one came out, which I didn't think I would like. Came recommended, and I'm not a big fan of that kind of more Japanese anime style kind of stuff. But that game was wild. It was like a top-down shooter. It was a multi-platform game. It was a role-playing game. It had so many different genres mixed in. It was really, really neat. Recommended if anyone hasn't played it yet. Save draft. You have over 1,000 hours in the Civ. That's a lot. You know what? I made money. You know what? I made money off video games too in my life, and it was only Diablo 2. Played that a lot too, and selling some of the rare items on eBay. Remember when that was a thing? I guess it still is. I see people paying up for like really hard to get Fortnite skins and stuff. I lost all interest in video games as a kid. You know, I was shocked to read the side effects of history. Really? So you just lost interest in the video games when you started taking that. I never got put on any ADHD medication when I was a kid. My parents never did. And then they were told by doctors I'd probably turn to pot and stuff, which I did. So it was quite the thing. Oddly enough, though, when I was in high school, I could go, and I proved this to my tech teacher. I wrote a automotive test, and I wasn't high. Didn't smoke any pot, and I got like 62% on it because I just wanted to get out of class. And he's like, "You're so good because I'm really good with automotive." He's like, "You can build motors and all this, but you suck at the the in-class part, reading the books and doing the tests." And I joked with him. I'm like, "Well, if you let me come back a little out of it, I can write this test, and I bet you I'll get a 90." And he kind of laughed. He's like, "I don't want to know, but I'll let you do a redo the next day." So went out for lunch, came back, did a redo, got a 94. Obviously baked out of my mind. Helped me concentrate. It always has. But that's not the case for everyone. And like any drug, even coffee and stuff, some things aren't for people. I know guys that are just burnouts and they don't do anything with their life. Yeah, I play a lot of the Modern Warfare too. I started out, like, I was still pretty young when the original Black Ops and Call of Duties were coming out. And then, so, I mean, I still play them. I like the online Call of Duty games just for the sheer quickness of it. I can just sit down, turn on the console. I can play a couple rounds for 45 minutes, an hour, and then head out or go to bed or whatever. I love the role-playing games and the big ones too, but I gotta stay away from them. Some of these new games, they're like 100 hours to finish, 150 hours or more. I don't have that much time. I just don't. I don't think I'm going to list these. I'm pretty sure these... is that charger any good? Or is that a battery pack? That's a battery pack. Pretty sure these are pooched, but I can get some batteries and find out. So I want a bunch of... What in the actual hell? That is not the original... No, that is the original dust plug. I want a bunch of Sega Game Gears at the auction. None of them have backs. I think one had a back, or half a back. Oh, it fell out. There's more than one in here. I know that's for damn sure. I think I put them up top. And it came with a bunch of accessories and some charge packs. Oh, I do got another back. Let's get some batteries and test this. Makes me sleep and eat Doritos. Yeah, video games is a good way for me to calm down and actually just turn my brain off. Kind of. For PSP, Nintendo DS Lite, Nintendo DS, and SP, made in China. Yeah, this sketchy battery pack. 1200 milliamp, 5 volt. Your emergency 4-in-1 charger. I don't think I'm going to plug that into anything. There's how you fry systems. I'm gonna get batteries though, because I got more Sega Game Gears. And I'm gonna test these things, see if they work. Alright, how did the rest of them go? What the fuck, Leroy? Do I got batteries? Yeah, I know where batteries are. Alright, well, I'll be right back in about 30 seconds. I'm gonna get batteries for these bad boys. See if I can't get a Sega Game Gear to work. I think the other ones are up here too that I need to test. Yeah, got a bunch I need to test. I might as well get all the consoles out that I need to test. Kind of piling stuff in my test drawer here. Let me get batteries. I'll be right back. Alright, I tell you, between my child's toys and all the electronics that I have to test, I need to start buying stocks and batteries. Oh, I didn't grab any games. Oh my god. Let's see if they even power on first. What do we got? Comments here. I smoke daily from 16 until this year. I'm 36 now. For some reason, all of a sudden when I smoke, it causes me to have massive anxiety, panic attacks. Stuff done. It's just blah 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 blah. What is my name? If you're asking me, it's Jory, like Corey but with a J. That's so Redbeard's Treasures there. A buddy of mine was like that. He smoked for a long time, and then he started getting really bad. That doesn't work at all. He started getting really bad anxiety over it. And now that we have legal dispensaries here, he stopped for about a year, and then he went to get back into it. And now they have like different kinds that affect your mind in different ways and stuff. This one's no power on. And he found a couple brands that he likes, and it doesn't give him the anxiety anymore. So we got one dead one. Nothing. I've had that occasionally, but a long time ago now. That used to happen to me. 4 batteries. What do the Sega Saturns take a lot? 6. Or Saturns. 6 batteries. 6 AA's for a Sega Game Gear. And it'll run for 10 minutes. I don't have any games to test this with either, but let's see if it at least turns on. Nothing. Well, I'm going to have some repair videos coming up. Nothing on the Game Boy. Nope, name's not Leroy. I know a Leroy though. Yeah, so and then what my buddy really got into was oops, that was probably loud. Was edibles. And then that doesn't give him the anxiety anymore. He just has a back on it at least. So yeah, he likes the edibles now, which I've tried them. I would say eating a edible equates to the same thing as having a beer or 2. You don't really feel anything. That power's on. I'm gonna get a game for this. It just kind of like calms you down, ready for sleep, feel a little relaxed. Any Game Boy games? I really want to open one out of the case, but I might have to. Yes, I do have a Game Boy game. Good old Pokemon Yellow with no label. I actually found a Goodwill game for a couple bucks before we shut down again. Shouldn't blow in it. That's not actually what you're supposed to do, but everyone knows that too. I'm gonna do it anyways. Still not wanting to go. Might have to get a Q-tip and clean the old girl. There we go. She gonna start? Come on now. There it goes. So, like, you guys will be able to see this, the old Game Boy screens. I got one that works. I don't think I'm going to list these, though. The screen is... It's good old Pokemon. Old Pikachu. The screen is really bad on that. So I think... If you guys want, I can do it live. I'll source the parts I need, and I'll see if we can fix these. This one will be easy, because this just needs a really good restoration and a polish, and that screen replaced. This one I got to order it back for, and I'm going to have to open it up, see what's actually wrong with it. But if you guys... There's an old nostalgic tune. But if you guys want to see repairs on those, let me know. I can probably do this one too. I think I already know what's wrong with this one. It's pretty common when they don't turn on. I should have enough room on this desk if I clear everything out. Okay, I'm going to put those in the worry about later box. I'll put them right in the shelf again, because those are going to get fixed later. We'll try these Sega Game Gear's out. Oh, is it really? Well, now I know two Leroy's. Most people don't get my name right when they first hear it. Like, Jory, Corey, Jory, Rory, Jory. Corey? Like, oh, forget it, sure. If they're European, they usually say Yuri. Oh, your name's Yuri. Alright, well, that's powering on. I gotta, of course, I didn't bring a game with me, so I'm gonna quickly grab a Sega. Do I have Sega Game Gear games? I don't know if I sold them all. One sec. Oh, my toe! Ouch! Kicking fire pokers. Ooh, that hurt. You guys couldn't really see it. I'm sure you heard it. I just smoked my toe off the fire poker. Ow. Son of a bitch, that hurt. Woohoo! Oh, it still hurts. It's building. Oh. Good Lord. No, Tommy, but I'm going to be drinking in a minute after that fucking foot pain. Oh, it still hurts. Oh, God, that was a good hit. Oh, I don't want to look at it. You know when you hit it hard enough, it kind of feels warm. You're like, oh, it could maybe be bleeding right now. That's how hard I hit my baby toe, my pinky toe. Oh, smoked the fire poker. That's enough to bring a sweat to the brow. Good Lordy. Oh, fuck me, it hurts. Oh, I think I do got a bloody toe. Ouch. No, I'm not smoking or drinking. I should be, though. Jesus, at least I'd have an excuse for fucking walking into the fire poker. Good Lord. Oh, it's starting to go down now. God, that hurt. I hate stubbing toes. Fuck. Hey, Tommy, how are you, too? At least the fire poker wasn't hot. Pokemon step counter things. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Good Lord. Back up on the comments. Don't really notice the people. Yeah, no, when it was legalized here, there was like a little. Oh God, that's corroded in there. There was like a little burst of people, kind of like being a bit ridiculous with it, smoking it, going out on the streets like idiots, and like it's the same as a beer here. You can't walk down the street and smoke a joint. You can smoke it in your house. And at bars. Can't drive on it. But anyways, you know, for about a week or two, and then that tapered off. The interesting thing, though, when I go to the pot store is the range of people. Like, you'll see guys getting at $150,000 Benzes that look like doctors in their 50s and 60s. Going in, buying edibles, buying smoke. And then in that same time frame, you'll see someone who obviously you would assume is a stoner. That doesn't work either. Right away, smoking pot. Just, you know, it's just neat to see the range of people. Old ladies, young people, new people, disabled people. Ow. And I remember that when women could legally go topless, it was like this big, huge thing, and it was like this big push for it and everything. And I remember all the guys and me in high school being like, I don't care if women want to go topless, that's sweet. And then when it happened, we were like, yeah, let's go to Grand Bend. It's a beach near us. We go to Grand Bend, and the only topless women we saw were 200 pounds plus. So, bad screens. These probably have bad capacitors in them, but here's what happens when you turn them on. A whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. What time's it? 3:30? I got till about 4 o'clock today, and then I gotta be gone. I gotta go pick my little one up. I'm trying to get caught back up on the comments here real quick. Yeah, no, I ain't drinking again. Edibles are great. Yep. Hey, I've listed no, I've created 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Created 7 drafts, done some tests. I don't I create all the drafts and then I take pictures at night, and then I sit on my phone and upload the pictures, or I do it on the computer. That's how I do it. Take all my batteries out. These things don't need my 10 batteries. I'm gonna try this once more. See if I push on the back, if that does anything. Damn. Does this one have the contrast switch? It does. Yeah, bad screen. Alright, well, not a big deal. .3D print Game Boy Color battery covers. Need some? I know a guy. Yeah, I need one so far. Although it's usually not too hard for me to source OEM ones. It's getting a little tougher now. I would love to get myself a 3D printer. The amount of little gears and doors and retainer clips and things I could make when fixing these old electronics. Alright, well, I'm definitely going to have videos for the Game Boy restoration that's working, and Game Boy repair, or for the colors anyways, an original Game Boy repair. I guess I'll have videos on how to fix these too. These are the videos though that if I don't do them live, they take me a very long time to do. Because usually, just like listing, I could have probably banged out 15, 20 plus listings if I wasn't doing a live stream. Just like filming, something that takes me 20 minutes to fix takes me an hour to fix, trying to get different camera angles. The battery's back up there. I don't want these on the floor. Oh, I'll put my Game Gears in the case, I guess, in here. And I'll leave for another video. There. All these accessories too. That's a broken accessory. Hey, another. They said there was no backs on those Game Boys or on those Game Gears, and there's backs on all of them. A lot of broken plastic bits. I don't know what the hell to do with those. Just throw those over there, I guess. Why are you not using shipping policies? I never put the dimensions and weights too slow. I only put the dimensions and weights for calculated shipping to the US. If it's a video game and it goes in an envelope, it goes free shipping unless it's over $30. And that's set to like I think $7 to the States because that's about what it is for me to small packet there a video game. Other than that, everything in Canada is set up with the rate table. How the hell am I going to test that out? Order gummies off the Ontario website. I remember they're selling out there for a little bit. Everyone was ordering gummies. What does this thing sell for? Game Gear battery pack. I have to get the multimeter out to test this. This is a 2105. 2105. 33 for that one, eh? Do I just include this? Oh, hey, cool. All right, it uses an original Genesis adapter to plug that in. I'm going to plug that in now and let that charge up. A Genesis right here. Does it use a Model 2? No, Model 1 for Game Gear stuff. That's right. There we go. Let that charge up. See if she works. The rest of the stuff, I'll probably just include one of these with the Game Boy, or the, I don't know why I keep calling it Game Boy, with the Game Gear. Zoom the screen in. Here, can I zoom the camera in? Does that work? Does my face look big now? No, I think I want to hold it that way. Or does it work like that? My shipping policies cover both US and Canada. Oh, I have policy set up. I just select the policy. But maybe I'm missing something because my policies, no matter how many times I put the box dimensions in said shipping policy, it's never there. And it always gives me an error when I go to list it telling me I need to put in the weight and dimensions for the States. It also could very much well just be eBay being a pain in my ass. I think one of these didn't have the disc in them, and I want to say it was the Ali one, and that's a shame. Yeah. Fuck. Maybe I can source a disc, because I'd actually keep that if I could find it. Anyone know what kind of game that is? Recognize that console? See if the FIFA Soccer's got the disc in it. Yeah, FIFA Soccer's got the disc in it. These are the most ridiculous cases in the world. They're massive. I guess I gotta set Ali aside. See you later, Ali. See if I can source you a disc. Oh my god, this chair, I tell you. She's uncomfortable as a motherfucker. There we go. Alright. What am I doing here? FIFA Soccer. FIFA International Soccer. So that's 3DO, by the way, if no one knew what that was. That's the game console it's for. Where did my chat go? Uh-oh. There she be. That's most of that. Yeah, it is really only the weight that matters. Most of the things I sell to the States are pretty small. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to look into that. Maybe I just missed a step somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised. It's amazing the things you'll do sort of incorrectly for a very long time sometimes. $18.31, 18. I'm going to do $18.95 plus shipping. I do have a 3DO. There's a weird console. There's a good console if you can find it. 3DO sell for good money. Come on now, single listing. Let's go. Hopefully my audio sounds good. I got a fancy new mic. It's not like crazy fancy or anything, but I definitely got a better mic than I normally would use. Already did this. There we go. Don't think I have a... Not that this really honestly matters that much. This is more for when I run sales and stuff. Yeah, I didn't think I would have a 3DO one. Good. What is going on here? Keyboard wasn't working. Yeah, so my policy, I don't know why it always jumps to free because I usually list video games, but there, that's my rate table. Maybe I don't have a rate table set for the States. That might actually be why, that I got to keep adding this in. Oops. Not that it takes me very long to do. Next. A couple cheap things. He's worth listing, but we'll look them up. I can't imagine it being worth listing. Broken. Glassware. Trismo, Pokemon stuff. Come on now, video games, get out. Getting to Genesis. Alright, cool. My audio sounds good. Holy, that's why I wouldn't have kept that in the collection. There's a manual that's seen better days. Look at that. Good lord. Got some cheat codes on the back for Judge Dredd. It's just I used to love, actually, when I was a kid, you'd get the... This is a rental copy. So you get your rental copy, they'd still have the manual, and then you go to the back page and someone already wrote the codes down. Used to love that as a kid. Like, oh man, there's cheat codes! It's like not everyone had the internet. We had the internet pretty young, but it like wasn't something that was always readily available. Not like it is now, right? Just love finding cheat codes. Good lord, that manual's bad. Judge Dredd. Let's find out what Judge Dredd sells for. Judge Dredd. $15.25. What's it actually selling for here? All over the map. Hey, look at that. Water graded 9.4. If you guys find vintage sealed video games, get them graded. 25 was not a terrible manual. 21. I just can't do 1995. Oops, I hit the mic. 1995 plus shipping. I like this guy's title. We'll steal it. I have a lot of photos to take later. It had a label. Yeah, it does. Damn label across the, or sticker across the label. Put to get into disc games again, and that's what I got everything copy pasted for, so I'll be able to go pretty quick. Other than I'm going to keep talking and getting distracted. Is that a claim? It is a claim. That'll fit in the same size box. 21, 16, 11. Even if it doesn't, I end up eating $1 or $2 on shipping. Not really a big deal. Question: do you batch similar items when listing? Sometimes I will. I try to kind of keep everything the same as I'm going, the same sort of idea. So when I take photos and stuff, it's quick. So the reason I don't do sell similar is because to sell similar, when I ended on this, I would have to finish the listing, and I don't have the photos. The only reason I do these drafts first, I did say it earlier too, but the only reason I do these drafts is so when I take pictures, I turn my phone on, and the pictures automatically save to my camera, and then they shoot over to my phone via Bluetooth. So I have them on my phone and my camera. And the reason I do that is so I can spend the day making drafts, and then I'll take a whole bunch of photos. So I'll have 30, 40 drafts done with photos, and then I'll either start working on them that night, loading the photos to each listing, which isn't a big deal, or if I'm out and about, which happens a lot, or my wife's driving, I can list from my phone. So I just have the ability of, no matter where I am, I can keep listings consistently going live each day. That's my thought process behind it. Now, if I am listing cards or comics, things that I'll usually scan on the scanner, I'll make the listing, I'll scan it, upload the photo, and then I'll just do create similar, especially with comics, and I'll do all my comics because for the most part, I won't need to change the description. And then I just do it from there. Same with Pokemon cards, it's a very light played, and I just list them all that way, and it goes pretty quick, if that makes sense. How I used to have it set up upstairs before we got into all these big renovations was the camera would be plugged into the computer, and the photos would automatically load to the computer. So I'd create a listing, and then I would literally turn like this, grab the camera, go click, click, click at the table beside me. It would load back up, boom, create similar, do the next one. That was the fastest way to do it. It's just not, it's not something I can do right now with how this is set up and having the desk in the living room, if that makes sense. How many words per minute do you type? You know what? I have no idea. And I'm not typing as fast as I can because I'm reading the chat, looking at the camera, talking on the mic, and my arms are like this around the microphone, sort of. See, there's the mic down there. It's a little screwy. So practice, I guess. Still that too. You rent out. I feel like a boss walking your mom's car with a huge blow molded case. Yeah, man, I loved renting consoles. I actually came across a console case for a Genesis CD combo and for a Sega Saturn, like that you would get from Rogers Video or Blockbuster. This one was Rogers Video, and they were sweet. They sold for like $150 each. What else do we got going on here? Blah blah blah. You guys talk amongst yourself. That's cool. You ever hear Jody Montona type? Sounds like a buzz. Yeah, man, I've seen some people typing where you don't even hear the keys getting hit like this because it's so quick. It sounds like machine gun fire. I never list on the app because that app has screwed me and changed things to free shipping, and just the amount of issues I've run into with listing on the app directly astonishes me. But just uploading photos from the app, for the most part, I'm pretty good, other than I've run into the small issue where for whatever reason when I go to list it, it auto puts it to free shipping every so often, and I do catch that and I fix it. But yeah, no, I like listing from computer better. Yeah, I mean, you can do it from your phone. It's not that you can't do it. Check these discs. That's not bad. Do you guys put every disc in a console to test them? Because I sure don't. Really, really high-end games, I will. Sega Saturn, Sega CD games, I do. Those ones were tested because they have a huge... And Dreamcast. And GameCube games, because they have a huge fail rate for disc rot. And disc rot, you can't always see. It can look like a rainbowy effect. It can look like the label separating. It can also look like tiny little dots, and sometimes they're microscopic. So what I usually do for cheaper games is I just look at them, and if there's not a lot of fingerprints and not a lot of scratches, I sell them. I've yet to have an issue with those kind of things. If something looks a little leery, I will either put it in the console, but that's not always a good way to check because it could be further out in the disc that it's damaged. So if it is a PS1 or PS2 game, I actually just put it in the PC and I run a disc check, and it just does a whole data check of the CD, and that's the easiest way to do that. How long is it? Do you use out of stock options? If you sell similar items, i.e. PS2 games, you can build sales history on a listing and potentially charge more. I actually just recently started getting into that for a few listings because I always sold video games, but I've really been, I shouldn't say niching myself out because I'll still buy anything I can sell for money, but the connections I created for buying inventory, especially with nothing being open now, are mostly video game related. And then I have ads that I buy video games, and I buy video games from the auctions a lot because Hybid will actually, well, most auction companies on Hybid will ship the games to me. So I have started doing that recently. Now that I pick them up a lot more, I will put like quantity 2 and just kind of leave it from there, and then just keep updating the quantity as I go. Earth Defense Force, Xbox 360. For example, I currently have this game listed, and I now have a second copy with also no manual. So we'll just revise this real quick here. There we go. What I got next? Ooh, here we go. Ooh, I better keep this one for the collection. Come on now. Barbie Horse Adventure Riding Camp. Could have come up with a really crude joke about that, but I'm not going to say it. I don't need my channel completely shut down. Fucking I love stickers. Anyone else like stickers? The whole life has been stickers. Alright. What do you think Barbie Horse Adventure Riding Camp sells for? I wonder if this is a rare PS2 game. It came in the lot of video games that I won from the auction. This was in just a lot of PS2 games. I think I paid $15 for all of them. It's about 10 PS2 games. Whoops. Adventures Riding Camp PS2. I mean, enough when you consider I really didn't. That one's not complete either. Is this one complete? Yeah, this one is complete. That's the disc. Couple little marks, but that should be all right. I've seen much worse and it's played. We got $9.99 free ship, $19.11 free ship. I'm gonna do $12.90. No, I'll do $13.95 free ship because mine's complete. I'll take off just the sticker that I paid for it usually. It had a little $5 sticker on the side here. I'm assuming it probably was at some flea market or some vendor in an antique mall had it or something and is just clearing out stock through an auction house. So I'll take those off. But yeah, other than that, I leave EB Game stickers and Game Cycle stickers and things like that, Walmart stickers on there. Unless it's a really, really expensive game. Again, you know, like I had a $300 PS1 game that had a couple big ass stickers on the front and random ones. So I actually took the time and took the heat gun and cleaned them all off. Why is this mouse not wanting to click things? So here's where I just get to copying and pasting. Whoops. Unless you do that. Don't do that. PS2 condition. Very good. Yeah, it is Activision. What I said on $14.95. Free ship. Done. Oh, getting into the sports titles. God, sports titles. Lord. Lot all these up. I don't want NHL 10, NHL 2K9, FIFA 08. None of those are rare sports games. 08, Gran Turismo, Bethesda. What's this one? That's Skyrim. Yeah. 2K8, NHL 11. Yeah, those will probably get lotted up. What time is it? 3:52. I'm gonna leave these to lot on another day because those will be fun to list another day. All right. Next thing, I got a Pokemon figure, battle feature figure. Gengar, I think. It's $3 from the auction. I remember that because I thought that was cheap. I think it's only a $15 thing though. Oops. Gengar. 33, 24, 26, 34. What? Do these have sales at this price? 25, 19, 20, 19. Hold on here. How much you want to bet? I could have swore I saw this at Walmart for $12.95. Apparently it sold out. I am going to check my Walmart for this because we were there yesterday and I was buying paper and I swear, because I checked for some Pokemon cards to open some more, and I swear I saw those hanging up for like $12.95 or something like that. Not that that's huge profit really, 19.20, but still interesting. By Wicked Cool Toys. Sold Barbie a few months ago, eh? So if any of you guys in the chat know anything about Barbie, I'll do a live stream for it. I have a garbage bag. Actually, I have two garbage bags. One is full of what looks like vintage and new Barbies, and what looks like a lot of vintage Barbie clothing because it looked very 60s and 70s, like the styles. And then another one is a garbage bag full of Polly Pocket stuff, and I know nothing about Polly Pocket. I know nothing about Barbies. I knew enough that the Barbies looked old. That was it. That's the extent of my knowledge. Past that, I don't even know how to tell. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of research. Toys. New. Here we go. No, this was Wicked Toy, I think, not Hasbro. Wicked Cool Toys. Pokemon. What was he? Ganja. Gengar. Gengar. I don't know, he's a Pokemon. He's not a fucking animal type. Okay, whatever. I don't care about the rest. Pokemon. Dolls, figures, plushies, sure. New factory sealed. What What are they selling for? 25. I'm gonna do 21.95. Do I give them a, no, I don't even want to give them the option to send me an offer right now. I'll leave that one how it is. Rate table. Started using rate table for Canada because we were comparing different listings and the same listing on different accounts from my eBay, all with calculated shipping, and it was the same shipping address, and we got a different price almost every time. And then when I switched to rate tables, I saw an increase in sales because some people were probably getting like $21 shipping quotes to ship this in Ontario when it should be like $10, $25, $11. Add that to my stack. Polly Pocket can bring good money. Yeah, I figured that too. That's why I grabbed it, but I don't know enough about it. So maybe you guys can look that up with me. I have never tried retail arbitrage. Just figure in Canada it wasn't really possible with our higher retail prices. It is definitely not possible as much. I do not go retail arbitrage. Oh, it's missing the disc. I do not go shopping for retail arbitrage specifically. I never have. No, that's not true. I did once. I'll get into that. But basically, if we're going to Walmart to go grocery shopping or the pharmacy or Canadian Superstore, I will quick time check out some clearance items and I will run down the toy aisle and kind of see what's kicking around there. And every so often you find good games and some good toys and stuff that you can flip for a profit. That's about it. And most of the things I get aren't really like clearance stuff that a lot of people will be grabbing for RA. I try to watch like pop culture trends, and there's certain toys like they re-released Transformers, a bunch of the retro stuff got kind of re-released. That stuff got bought up really quick, and then you go to pharmacies where they sell toys like that too, and no one's really sourcing them out of there. So Walmart's cleaned out, but then pharmacies aren't. So you can go there and pick them up for cheap. I did it for some Pokemon, because Pokemon, again, I've said it a few times, it's huge. And Elite Trainer boxes, especially the Champion's Path and the what's the other one? Doesn't really matter. Anyways, two of them, the one with the big Charizard on it and the blue one, Evolutions, with the Blastoise on it. They were selling out everywhere. They still are. And we went to a pharmacy and they had them sitting there for actually cheaper than Walmart for $58.95, and they're usually $64.95 at Walmart. So I bought 4 of them, put them up locally on Facebook and Kijiji for buy, sell, trade, and sold 2 for $75. Decided to open one because my curiosity got the better of me, and that's where I pulled that expensive card. And then the other one I traded for like $100 worth of PS4 games. The guy was happy to do it. So it's possible, but I don't know that you could make a living off it like you could potentially in the States. I don't like the risk of it. It's more just a fun thing for me to do. That's my thing on retail arbitrage. What time is it? 3:58. Got a few more minutes. Well, then I'm gonna have to go. I gotta go through action figures too, but none of those are gonna be worth much. And then I gotta see if I have a charger for this. This was, I think it's missing a key too. This was given to me, so pretty cool. Well, kind of given to me, sort of like a trade kind of deal. Gonna find out if it works. Didn't really cost me anything. It's an old Mac PowerBook G3. What are the specs on this old thing? 400 megahertz CPU, 1 megabyte cache, 64 megabyte RAM. No, that's 64 meg RAM, 6 gig hard drive, 8 megabyte video card. Good lord, what an old thing. Remember these? There's the old PowerBook. It's like a smoky gray color. It's kind of neat looking. So, got composite out on the side, DVD. I don't have a charger though, so I'm gonna see if I can. That's a weird thing. I don't know what that does. I'm gonna see if I can source a charger for this thing, so I can test it out. Where the hell does the charger even go on this? That looks like composite out. Is that? That's the charger. Eh? That is an interesting charger. So yeah, I'm gonna have to source a charger on this, the old PowerBook. I don't, because I want it to work. Antiques and Profits. Hey, how are you? Check his channel out if you haven't. I did a live show with him. He's great. Antiques and Profits. I wonder if I can share your link. I'm sure everyone in here knows who you are. Anyways, yeah, that's the PowerBook. I don't know what these things sell for, but it was free. I bet this thing working with a charger is a $150 unit these days. I would almost guarantee it. Mac PowerBook G3. Or don't type. Alright, that's cool too. Surprised I'm not typing that in the chat. Mac PowerBook G3 series. Whoa. Oh, that's the battery. I was gonna say the charger is gonna be hard enough to source. 89. Is that as is? Yeah. Well, maybe I won't source a charger. That's only a 266 megahertz. This is the beast one. This is the 400 megahertz one. So this is the heavy hitter. This is the pimped one. 57. Is that as is too? Don't need that open anymore. Functions not tested. That's sold too. Is there any that work? Take out the word series. PowerBook's supposed to be one word too. Working 120, 400 megahertz. There we go. Untested 90. Well, if it's only going to go for 120 to 130, I'm not going to pay what a charger will likely run me to get. 299. Jeez. 96 RAM, 266 processor, 2 gig hard drive. So I got the bigger hard drive. Huh. This is how I end up accumulating too much shit. Because here's my mind going, well, you know, I could source the charger, bump the RAM up a little bit, clean her up, and list her for $300. Fuck, chargers are expensive. $50. Is that the battery with it too? Yeah, that is. Yeah, it might not be worth it to buy a charger. As much as I would love to buy a charger just to play with this thing. Parts 127. Holy moly. 355. 400 megahertz one. I had a 2-day rotation that covered 16 Walmarts between them all. They didn't keep enough stock at clearance prices to make steady income from RA. No, I wouldn't think so. Like I said, RA for me is just something I do when I'm out and about. Just for something to do. I don't it's not my income. It's not why I'm going. Same with thrift store. I don't go to thrift stores because I need to go to thrift stores. I go to thrift stores because it's fun. Get up earlier and start streaming earlier. Okay, thanks. I'm up at like 5:30, Tommy. Probably 5:30, 5:45, sometimes 6. How's the weather out there? Rainy. But then I gotta get the kid off to daycare. I get the wife, and then I'm not back till 9. And I stay up till like 1 a.m. though, so that's my sleep. I get about 3.5, 4 hours each night. That's about all I need. Tommy, I see you're doing a live show, a New Year's live show. That'll be fun. New Year's Eve. I will be sure to check that out. You want me to jump on the channel and slam a beer for New Year's Eve for you? Project Pile. That's where this dirty old bitch is going. Right down in the hole. Fucks with you later. Have you ever checked out Flipper Tools? Flipper Tools. I haven't. So, before I go off, because I gotta go pick my son up, I'll show you the last little bit of haul. Since we were talking about 90s stuff, when people collected like crazy and never opened it, and it's not really worth that much. Oh, I got a big lot of 90s stuff. I'll show you guys that. And a couple, since we're talking RA, I got a couple retail arbitrage items here that were on sale at the good old Canadian Tire here. Us Canadians call it the crappy tire. And then I'm going to go. I will be awake. I'll be staying up and drinking and doing the thing. So I won't pop on for long, but I can pop on for a minute. I can say hi. I can slam a beer. See what's up with everyone. Do my thing. Yeah, so I got a bunch of these. Got an X-Men one. I mean, I think they're cool because this is like my childhood here. But the cards are just fanootered. I paid $5 a piece for them. I imagine these are only going to sell for 10 to 15 a piece, especially with how bad the cards are on them. But we got Deathlock? I don't know. I've never heard of that guy. Rogue. Ooh, look at the glare. Good lord. That way, does that make better glare? I don't know. Another Wolverine. The Wolverines will probably be the ones that'll sell quick. Everyone likes Wolverine. And we got a fantastic... And they're all Toy Biz ones, I think. Yeah, they're all Toy Biz. Got a Fantastic Four one. I bet you that's only like a $10 one. And we got Storm. Classics, Toy Biz. These are all around like 96, 97, I think. What's this one? 95. What's that one? 94. Then I got another X-Men one. What's the date on that one? 95. See, all 94, 95, 96. So those I'll be listing tonight because I got to get my son soon here. And yeah, I paid $5 a piece for them, hoping I'd do a little better, but most of the ones I looked up went for $10 to $15 each. He threw this guy in, which I've yet to look up. I know he's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Gave him the Stone Cold Stunner. Why don't we look him up now? Stone Cold Steve Austin, 1997. Just Toys Inc. Swamp, how are you? Glenn. Let's see what this little Stone Cold figure sells for. What the hell's the name? Just Toys Inc. Sometimes old wrestling figures surprise me. $8. None. 11. Oh, I don't know. I'll probably list them. Why not? Or I might take them to... Well, no, the Antique Mall's not open anymore. Damn it. Yeah, my Antique Mall I don't believe is open anymore because of COVID, so I won't be bringing product there anymore. Got through most of my death pile. Got a Pikachu to list. Yeah. Little Pikachu. How is everyone? Yeah, so anyways, that's it. That's all I got for you. I wish I could be listing. Oh, my fire's going out. I wish I could be listing more. But I got to stoke the fire without breaking my toe this time. And then I got to go pick up my kid. And then that's it. And then I'll be on here late listing. Maybe I'll stream a little bit of actually uploading my photos tonight. Before Tommy, I assume you're going on live tonight before he does his, and then jump on over on his. I know you go usually pretty late, like 10 or 11. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. It makes listing fun. It also makes listing slow because I get distracted. Oh god, I'm gonna drop all these. Good thing the cards are already damaged on these. Leave those for now. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, no problem for the info. Any booths be available after COVID is over? Yes, she has booths available right now. You could probably go set up with her, but I don't know if she'd rent them to you right now or not. I mean, COVID will never be over. I just want the government to pull their head out of their ass and start opening up the economy. Fucking makes no sense here. You can't go skiing or snowboarding or tobogganing down a hill here. You can't go see friends and family, but you can go to stores and you can go shopping, and only at big box stores that sell food. Everything else is curbside pickup. You can get your hair cut too. But I tell you, snowboarding with a balaclava on and a face mask and everything, you're done. Apparently snowboarding gives you COVID. I didn't know that. You get the snow vid. Yeah, let me know about the antique booth because I know Diane really good. She's the owner. You can name drop me if you want. She'll hook you up. She's really nice to deal with. It's a nice place. Out of all the antique malls I've been to, and I'm not just saying this because I manage that one, she's probably trying to pump the most amount of money in there to bring youth into that place. She really tries to push with the decor and everything and bring a lot of people in. So it's a good place. Anyways, thanks guys. I really do got to get going. So I will see you guys in the next stream. I'm going to start streaming every Wednesday. I'm going to do these kind of working hangouts probably around the 2 o'clock-ish mark, and I'll run them till about 4. So yeah, because I have a lot of fun doing them. So at least one video a week, and then I'll have some restoration videos whenever I get around to doing them. So bye for now, guys. Yeah, right, Boondock? That's a good comment to leave it on. We do live in a world now where smoking a joint with the homies, the joint isn't illegal anymore. It's hanging out with your buddies, which, whatever. I'll leave you on that crazy note. Have a good one, guys. See you at the next